We all know alcohol has the ability to negatively impact your life, or it could be something you casually enjoy without wreaking havoc on everything you know and love. But most people do not know why alcohol negatively impacts some people while being okay for others, and what the science is behind how alcohol affects your brain and the body. By the time you finish this video, you will know all the answers to the things I just said. Anyway, hi, I'm Dr. David. I am a biomedical school student who has done countless hours of research and medicine on healthcare, and here's how alcohol affects your life. First, what is alcohol? Alcohol is a psychoactive drug that has been consumed in drinks for most of human history. In chemistry, the term alcohol refers to a whole class of organic compounds that include a hydroxyl group consisting of an oxygen atom and a hydrogen atom bonded to a carbon atom. However, the word alcohol usually refers to a specific chemical with the formula C2H5OH, which chemists call ethanol. Alcohol is produced naturally when yeasts ferment sugars to generate energy, and some animals that eat a lot of fruit or nectar have evolved to metabolize it. Chemical evidence from fragments of pottery in China suggests that humans began brewing alcoholic drinks at least 9,000 years ago. According to the World Health Organization worldwide, 2.6 million deaths were attributed to alcohol consumption in 2019, of which 2 million were men and 0.6 million were women. The highest levels of alcohol-related deaths per 100,000 people are observed in WHO, European and African regions, 52.9 deaths and 52.2 deaths per 100,000 people respectively. People of younger age, around 20 to 39 years, are disproportionately affected by alcohol consumption, with the highest proportion, 30% of alcohol-attributed deaths, happening within this age group in 2019. The data on global alcohol consumption in 2019 shows that an estimated 400 million people aged 15 and older live with alcohol use disorders, and an estimated 209 million live with alcohol dependence. 2.6 million is a crazy amount. To put this into perspective, this is around the amount of people that live in big cities around the world, like Manchester and Birmingham in the UK, Naples in Italy, Brussels in Belgium, Hamburg in Germany, as well as being more than hundreds of cities around the world. So clearly, a lot of people are affected by alcohol. But how does it affect our bodies? Alcohol disrupts the neurotransmitters in your brain. Alcohol acts as a depressant, altering the balance of neurotransmitters like GABA and glutamate. This disruption can lead to impaired judgment, slower reaction times, and difficulties with memory and learning. It also leads to cognitive impairment. Acute alcohol consumption can reduce concentration and coordination, while chronic use may contribute to long-term cognitive defects and even brain shrinkage. Alcohol kills cells and damages cellular networks in the brain, altering nerve cells and making them smaller than normal. Even light or moderate drinking can lead to the deterioration of the hippocampus, which is responsible for memory and learning. Alcohol can affect mood-regulating areas of the brain, potentially leading to mood swings, anxiety or depression, and in some cases alcohol misuse can lead to dependency or addiction. Alcohol will damage your liver as the liver metabolizes alcohol into acetaldehyde, a toxic compound. Prolonged excessive drinking can lead to fatty liver, hepatitis, and eventually cirrhosis. Alcohol can irritate the stomach lining, leading to gastritis, ulcers, and interfere with nutrient absorption. Regular alcohol intake can compromise your immune system, making you more susceptible to infections. But these are the long-term effects. But what about the short-term effects? Well, let's follow Johnny's drinking journey. According to the NHS, Johnny has been invited to a wicked rager and a party, and he is engaging in the unholy act of that unlitty drinking. After drinking 1 to 2 units of alcohol, his heart rate speeds up and his blood vessels expand, giving him the warm and sociable and talkative feeling associated with moderate drinking. After 4 to 6 units of alcohol, his brain and nervous system start to be affected. It begins to affect the part of his brain associated with judgment and decision making, causing him to be more reckless and uninhibited. The alcohol also impairs the cells in his nervous system, system, making him feel lightheaded and adversely affecting his reaction time and coordination. After drinking 8 to 9 units of alcohol, Johnny's reaction times will be much slower, his speech will begin to slur, and his vision has begun to lose focus. His liver, which filters alcohol out of your body, will be unable to remove all the alcohol overnight, so it is likely he will wake up with a hangover. After drinking 10 to 12 units of alcohol, his coordination is highly impaired, placing him at serious risk of having an accident. The high level of alcohol has a depressing effect on both your mind and your body, which makes you drowsy. This amount of alcohol will begin to reach toxic, poisonous levels. Your body attempts to quickly pass out the alcohol in your urine. This will leave you feeling badly dehydrated in the morning, which can cause a severe headache. The excess amount of alcohol in your system can also upset your digestion, leading to symptoms of nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and indigestion. If you drink more than 12 units of alcohol, you're at considerable risk of developing alcohol poisoning, particularly if you're drinking many units over a short period of time. It usually takes the liver about an hour to remove 1 unit of alcohol from the body. Alcohol poisoning happens when excessive amounts of alcohol start to interfere with the body's automatic functions, such as breathing, heart rate, and gag reflex, which prevents you from choking. Alcohol poisoning can cause a person to fall into a coma and even lead to their untimely demise, aka death. It's crazy how quickly things escalated for Johnny, so don't be like him and drink an extra gallon of alcohol. He's just a lightweight. But for real, drink responsibly, kids. I believe the reason some people drink alcohol and can be fine while others cannot is their reason for drinking. If you only drink occasionally, only at events or social gatherings, then it's fine. But the people who drink frequently are far more at risk of all the things we have discussed in this video. People like that most likely drink as a form of escape from whatever terrible thing happened or is happening in their lives, and drowning yourself in alcohol is easier than confronting those issues. I hope people like that can get the help they need and learn to deal with their issues in a healthier way. An improved diet has a massive impact on your mood and alcohol consumption, so click on this video to use that knowledge to better yourself. Subscribe.